It's a stream. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome. Willkommen, bienvenue, etc. You can tell I've been sitting on the title screen for a moment because the S has floated away. This is a weird Blueprints mod. How's it going, Doc? Let's see here. All of this is good, right? Yeah. Okay. So, Outer Wilds. I played this roughly when it came out. So I haven't done any of the DLC, and I don't have clear memories of most of it. I understand that there's a time loop mechanic, and I remember a giant anglerfish. Beyond that, I don't have a lot going on. You're doing as well as can be expected for someone writing what amounts to sad poetry about robots for his friends? Well, I hear they dream of electric sheep. I'm looking forward to continuing your sad poetry, Doc. And doing more robot smashing. Oh, what's that? That just turned purple and broke. Okay. There's our pilot. Back from your pre-launch camp out under the stars, I see. So, it's launch day, eh? Seems like only yesterday you joined the space program, and suddenly here you are, leaving on your first solo voyage. What do you say? Ready to get this beauty off the ground? It's all fueled up and ready to go. You're sure you fixed the retro rockets? That was only a problem one time, and then maybe a few times after that. But hey, no reason to dwell on the past, right? Anyway, you'll need to get the launch codes from Hornfels at the observatory before you can lift off. Just bring those here once you've said your goodbyes or whatever. Yeah, I'm glad you're having fun writing. I enjoyed being your writing assistant, essentially. That's how I view my my role in your previous campaign. Oh, new thumbsticks. Feel weird. Not used to it. Okay. Hey, Mika. Hey, it's you. Slate said you're blasting off in your ship today. I'm really excited to see the launch. Aren't you gonna go into space, aren't you? You better not change your mind. I want to practice with a pro before I leave. No, you're just saying that, but if you really want to practice with me, I guess I could help you out a little. Try to land on one of the geyser pools. Show me what you got. Okay. Model ship. Okay. I have no idea where the bottom of this is. Perfect. That's what I was supposed to do, right? Whee! Come on. Yeah. I did it. Again. Woo! Yeah. Alright, that's fun. Wow, that was just like the time the external fuel tanks exploded on re-entry. You'll be okay flying the big one, right? Yeah, I actually feel like I kind of had the hang of that. Your name's Porfy. Huh. Okay, Rutile. You're actually blasting off in that thing, aren't you? I don't have a voice for this man. I'm told my odds of survival are statistically quite high. Yeah, the space program's certainly come a long way. I should probably thank you for causing fewer flash fires than your predecessors. By the way, good luck with those retro rockets. Okay. Marl. So it's launch day, huh? Hal's gonna miss you. Speaking of launch day, I was thinking about it, and the platform those ships launch from is getting old. Isn't it about time you build a new, less flammable one? Big tree in the village would be the perfect choice. I wouldn't mind helping out the space program, just say the word. The launch pad is flammable? You didn't realize that? Don't worry, it's held up for all the launches so far. It'll definitely be fine for yours. Probably. Alright, where's this Hornfels guy? In the observatory. Past the Zero-G cave. I can't stop and talk to every single weird alien. I don't remember the game looking this good. I think I had a much worse computer the last time I played it. Okay. Come say hi to your old flight coach before you launch. I've got Zero-G training set up if you want a refresher. Go-san! What up? I thought I might see you before the big launch. Nerves getting the better of you? Are you kidding? I'm a natural at this. Is that so? Funny. I seem to recall the first time you strapped on a jetpack, we had to come fish you out of the crater near the South Pole. So listen, there's a satellite, which is definitely not just a piece of broken mining equipment, set up down in the Zero-G cave and in need of repairs. If you're looking for a little last-minute Zero-G practice, head down the lift into the cave. Or don't, so long as you're confident you can make repairs in space. One repaired satellite coming up. Cool, get to it and try not to concuss yourself before your first launch. I will do the tutorial stuff. Ooh. There we go. Oh. Oh, that's better. Oh. Thought I was gonna die. Okay. Zero-G cave. Suit up. Okay, and okay. Just thinking how much of Shipbreaker would have been easier if I had a match velocity button. Get in there. Training simulation complete. Well, that sure all did help. Bonk. Bonk. And return the suit. Alright. That all kind of worked the way I expected it to, which is nice. Hard Spaceship Breaker, that's a game I can wrap my head around. Alright, I fixed your thing. Nicely done! Of course, it'll be a little more stressful when you're hurtling through space, but just remember you're training, trying to hit anything big. I can see you're itching to get off this rock, so go get the launch codes from the observatory and get out of here already. Try to avoid getting yourself killed, though. I'm in! Keep looking for things I can interact with. As if I'm not in the early tutorial. Nah, I don't care about this. I'll care about that later. Wait. Do I care about that? Ah, shittles. How do I get inside the observatory? Yeah, I care a little bit. Who are you? How? Don't care about how. I care about falafel. Flapo. Hornfells. There you are. I just finished pre-flight observations and local conditions are good. Time to get our newest astronaut off the ground. And you'll be our first astronaut ever equipped with a Normai translator tool. I confess, I've been giddy all day just thinking about it. We're better equipped than ever to unravel the mysteries of the Nomai. You and Hal should be very proud of your work. Tell me, what's your plan once you're in space? I think I'll start with something small. You prefer to ease into things? That's a sensible plan. More sensible than most of our astronauts tend to be, and that's a fact. Do you think you'll go to the Addle Rock, then? Our moon would be a safe place to visit, to travel to and get your bearings in space, and I'm sure Eska would appreciate the visit. Plus, we don't know what the ancient Nomai ruins on the moon are, or why they were built. You could put your new translator tool through its paces. Well then, it looks like all that's left is to send you off. I'm ready to get off this rock. Here are the launch codes. Best get off the ground before Slate makes any more modifications to your ship. Good luck out there. Let me know if I can help you with anything. Oh. Okay. Wasn't exactly what I was planning when I said look at the map. I'm into it. I don't know if I'm going to need this, but I'm going to write it down. Launch codes. Dash dash da da dit dit ha dash dit. Okay. Let's go translate. Hello. Okay. Totally normal. Fur. Note the decorative jewelry. Almost every planet, we don't know where they came from. Alright. I don't remember the statue. Hey, so did you get a good look at the Nomai statue? It was glowing. The statue was doing what? So its eyes opened, and then you saw images from your own memories and glowing lights flying around. You mean like a hallucination? No offense, but are you sure you're okay to launch? Like, medically speaking? That statue is definitely weird. But why? Hornfels tried everything to get the statue's eyes to open, and nothing like this ever happened to them. I don't think you're going to get any answers from the museum statue, but Gabbro said they were going back to Giant's Deep. Don't know what island they're on, though. Maybe they'll be able to tell you more? On the other hand, Gabbro's, Gabbro, so maybe you'd be better off searching for info on your own. Oh, now I'm really jealous you're going into space. Hey, see if you can use our translator tool to find out more about the statue, okay? Good luck and safe flying. Do 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 do. Little cowboy. Time for me to go to space. Okay, no, I don't appear to need the launch codes. But I wrote them down. Okay. This here's a spaceship. Okay. View ship log. Okay. Buckle up. Okay. So, I'm in space now. That's Brittle Hollow. Timber Hearth is where I just left from. Oh! Okay then. Cool. Alright, I damaged my aft hull. Which... There we go. Okay. I have now repaired my aft hull. I sure am there. Kinda wanted to go there. Okay. Gotta learn how to land. Okay. No, no, we're fine. We're fine. We're fine. Okay. Equip signal scope. Okay. Equip scout launcher. And then take a snapshot. Okay. Just pretend I'm playing classic 1979 video game Lunar Lander. Okay. So... Okay. That's how I had to get to landing mode, I guess. I think I'm stuck in a tree. Hey, Gunner. New plan. We're gonna land here. Okay. I did it. Hey, Esker. Oh, hey, it's you. Ground control didn't tell me you were launching. Long time no see. Actually, I guess it's been a long time since I've seen anyone. Is that you whistling? Probably. Or actually, definitely. The other travelers carry instruments, so they don't bother whistling. You can pick up their music with a signal scope, you know. Best spot for that's the North Pole. Great reception. North Pole's marked in red on your mini-map, but the Outer Rock's pretty small moon, really. Just go north. Can't miss it. Don't go. Anything else you wanted to ask? Goodbye. Okay. Neat. Esker's signal scope log. Day 48. Still not picking up Rybeck's banjo from Brittle Hollow. I'm sure they're fine, but I'll feel better once I can hear their music. Listen to Chert play for a while today. Unrelated, someone should tell Porphy and Gosan their flirting is not subtle from an aerial perspective. Banjo music coming in loud and clear today. Sounded like Rybeck's doing okay. Yeah, I thought I heard something strange. I don't know, it's probably nothing. No, it's back again today, too. Something strange is coming from Timberhearth. Okay, I know this is crazy, but the sound from Timberhearth sounds exactly like Feldspar's harmonica. But Feldspar disappeared in space ages ago. Can't be them. This is creepy. Okay, cool. There's supposed to be ruins on this moon. Signal identified. Okay. Those look like they might be ruins. There's something. Okay. Guess it's just Esker's ship. Alright, what else do we have? Okay, so that's the harmonica we're talking about. Okay. Oh, these look... unnatural. Okay. Okay. Oh, I mean, it really looks like it wants to be there, huh? Oh. Orb? Is there a way to get it? Down here. We shall see. Okay. There we go. Coleus, I was upstairs testing the eye signal locator, and I can hear it again. It can hear and follow the signals from the sun, Giant's Deep, and Brittle Hollow. However, something strange is happening when I ask the eye signal locator to follow the eye's signal. The device's indicator rotates wildly and never points to just one direction. This is a curious result. It's possible the eye has stopped calling out its signal. I see it. I most likely calibrated the locator incorrectly. Privet, my apprentice, and I will make adjustments and try again. Disappointingly, everything is correctly calibrated after all. It seems to me it saddens me to posit this, my friends, but I believe this locator cannot detect the eye's signal. We would need to build a more sensitive device if we ever wanted to locate the eye of the universe. Then we will build it. Don't lose hope, Cassava. Our search for the eye is what brought our clan to this place. We won't give up so easily. Okay. Where should this new, more sophisticated locator be built? It may need to be larger than this eye signal locator is. The southern glacier on Brittle Hollow has ample available space. I could construct a new building to house this proposed locator. Yes, let's build there. I imagine our young friend Kanoi would enjoy that immensely. He's always held a great interest in the eye, especially for a child born so long after the crash. I'll begin construction on Brittle Hollow's South Pole immediately then. Anona and those of us originally stranded on Ember Twin built a quantum moon locator there, but the heat of the sun made its construction challenging. I wouldn't recommend building on that planet. Okay, so there's a quantum moon locator on Ember Twin, and Brittle Hollow's South Pole has the signal locator. Okay, wow, I've seen this ruin in other travelers' pictures, but seeing it for myself. Hey, Ninja Bray. Yes, asterisk. I played this for like one stream years ago when it first came out. I remember basically nothing. I remember the big anglerfish, and I remember the time loop, and that's it. It's really old, isn't it? But wow, this is the coolest day of my life. Okay, time for some official notes. So this is some kind of Nomai locator. It can point out the different planets, which is incredibly cool, by the way. But from what little I can understand of the writing here, I think it was built to try to find something specific? I'm not sure. I also was able to translate something about the South Pole of Brittle Hollow, so I'll fly there and see if I can learn more. Just gonna get back in the old ship and take off. Totally safe. Mostly safe. Okay. Totally, mostly safe. It's gonna be fine. Yeah, I've heard really great things about the game, and I don't know why I didn't really connect with it the first time I played, so I'm excited to do more. And coming off of just having played a bunch of blueprints feels like the time to try again. Chert! Research note. Property of Chert. This is an old crater. The neat thing here is that the composition of the samples I took from the impact site matched the composition of the ice on the outskirts of Dark Bramble. I'd posit the Addle Rock was hit with a piece of the planet that used to be where Dark Bramble now lies. Follow up on maybe there are more fragments of the old planet Dark Bramble destroyed on other astral bodies in the solar system. Okay. I am pretty much directly opposite my ship. So we'll just go around. Alright. Cool. Refuel jetpack. Buckle up. Alright. So we've got a couple of places we can go. We know there's something on Ember Twin. Work on logic connecting the dots, and even if I'm struggling, the ending's gonna pay off. Well, thank you for the encouragement. I really appreciate that. Okay, let's see here. Brittle Hollow's South Pole, I guess, is where I'm wanting to go next. You had the DLC ending? Cool. I do have the DLC. I bought it at some point, apparently. So, I'm excited to see where things go. Okay. Yeah, sun's getting real big, but I can see what I can do. Okay. Just match velocity. Okay. I think I've got the hang of this landing thing, kind of. Kind of, maybe a little. Okay. Good to know. Yeah, I'm not the kind of guy to look things up. I actually still have a bunch of blueprints that needs playing, but I'm not gonna do it right now. Okay. Well, got there. Okay. Hi, Ryback. Oh, you launched. That's great. Great job, you. Yeah. I remember the anglers freaking me out, so I'm not super surprised there. I guess that means I've been out here a while, huh? Well, this is Brittle Hollow, but you probably knew that. Lots of history here. It's great. I'm here to see the Hanging City. It's always been a dream to see it with my own 4 eyes, ever since I was a hatchling. An alien race lived in this solar system long before our species even existed. How could I not want to see what their civilization was like? Only, well, you've probably heard the others say it, right? I'm afraid of space. Seriously, I'm more surprised than anybody I'm out here. Do you want to know how I even got this far? I fell. Tripped over a gravity crystal. It's dumb luck I landed somewhere my little scout says is halfway stable, instead of being sucked into what's below. I've been gauging the stability of the ground around me using my little scout, and this seems to be the place with the best surface integrity, so I'm just gonna stay here till I'm ready to move on. But that's enough of me and my problem. You didn't come all this way to listen to me blather, did you? That'd be... Yeah. I learned something. Oh, cool, what is it? Never mind. See you later. I fell into a gravity crystal. Sounds like a Tumblr Seinfeld parody. Yeah. Huh. Do 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 do. Hey now. What do you have? When you learn some things relevant to all the astronauts you find, you can come find them with later time loops. Nice. The Tower of Quantum Knowledge. Well, I want to know about quantum things. While I wait for the sun to explode. Not really anything for me here. Oh no. Come on. No! I was about to land on it. Let me out. Let me go. Oh! Ah! Nope. Okay. I almost got out. Interesting. Hey, Memo. Yes, Outer Wilds indeed. And I hear that a lot of people like this game, so I'm giving it another shot. Only 23 kilometers away from the sun. Not a ton. I did about one stream of it. Well. That doesn't seem like amazing, but yeah, my memory of this game, and this is bearing out, is that the solar system is what we would call condensed. Well, that was fun. I'm going back to space. I already got him from the observatory, remember? I must be inhaling more fumes than I realized. That stuff is potent. If you've got codes, I'm not going to stop you. Good luck and take care of the ship. Alright. So we're going straight to Brittle Hollow's South Pole this time. Oh, I should put my suit on. Okay, that's all good. Do. Okay. Okay. This is all fine. There we go. Okay. What's that one called? Hollow's Lantern? Nice. I have not. That is not one of the things I have done. Okay, so I think I landed there last time. Ooh, that looks like a cool place to land. Okay. This almost looks like it's meant to be landed on. All right. Okay. I'm sure you do something. Probably make the, make that work, would be my guess. The trees are moving. The trees in this grove wander about freely. The entire planet, roots and all. This is not normal, even for this alien planet. I've never seen them move. Is that even possible? If anyone else witnesses this disturbing behavior, I implore you, record your observation here. Either of these trees must be aberrant or my brain must be. Alarmingly, this isn't only the trees. There's other matter in this area, such as the unusual shard of rock, moving in this exact same eerie way. That rock is unusual for another reason, too. It possesses color and texture I've never seen elsewhere on this planet. Hypothesis. This rock shard's presence is significant. We should study it. Could it be what's causing nearby objects to also move? Bloom is right. The trees do move. I confess I didn't notice until I read his notes. Okay. Beneath your feet lies the Tower of Quantum Knowledge. If you're preparing to make your first pilgrimage to the Quantum Moon, descend the steps to the entrance below. The knowledge held within will help you on your journey. I found the Tower of Quantum Knowledge. Okay. Okay. Let me in. I also hope I have fun, but seriously, thank you for the well wishes. That's concerning. Oh, my chat's good about spoilers. We're gonna be fine there. Nope. I don't like it. Don't trust it. Oh. Okay. Well, I appreciate that, Star Nerf. Let's see. Be welcomed in this place. Above you stands the Tower of Quantum Knowledge. If you're making your first pilgrim to the Quantum Moon, ascend these stairs and obtain the last of the knowledge you need for your journey. Subsurface integrity 100%. Well, that's good. The Crossroads. Sir? Oh, I see. So that's the deal with that. Nope. Okay. There's probably a way for me to do that. That's like... weird. Okay. Good. Let's go this way. Alright, I've now found the guy again. Hey, the guy. Did I find anything that I can tell you about? I learned something. Never mind. Okay, no, I did not. Alright, I would like to go this way this time. Damn it! Okay, we'll get it on the next go round. It's fine. Ow. Never mind. We will not get it on the next go round. Well, I'm out here again. Yeah, now I get to explore this thing. Okay. Oh. Okay. Pick up Ember Twin Projection Stone. Nope. Using a controller. Just bad. Welcome to the White Hole Station. If you fell through a black hole by accident, don't worry, you aren't the first. This warp tower can return you to Brittle Hollow. Every warp tower is tuned to a specific astral body. A tower's warp can only be used during the brief window when the tower is aligned with its corresponding astral body, in this case, Brittle Hollow. You must be standing on the warp platform on the floor for this alignment during this alignment to be warped. If you look up while the station is rotating, you can see the alignment happens when the astral body is directly overhead. Seems to be getting further away. Okay. We'll go down here. The wall tells me? Neat. No. Get in there. Alright, I've been warped. Return warp status charged. Step on a warp receiver to activate return warp. Interesting. Okay. The Hanging City. To our friends on Brittle Hollow, I just warped here from the White Hole Station. On the other side of Brittle Hollow's black hole. Our design worked. We've successfully recreated warp travel. This is wonderful news! I can't wait to see the warp tower, although it's been a long time since I've jumped through a black hole. I don't know how close it is to Anona's original design, but as long as what we've built works, then I'm delighted. I knew you could do this. Cassava, I hope you're reading this. Wait, this can't be correct. Clary, have you seen these readings? If they were accurate, they would violate causality. There must be an equipment error somewhere. I'm returning to the White Hole Station. If you and Root meet me there, we can run a full diagnostic program and locate the problem. Don't tell Cassava. Okay, I am on Brittle Hollow. Hey. Okay. So this is that. I'll be honest. Kind of spooky. Okay. So that, I guess, lets me project myself to there. What about here? Same thing? Ah. Raimi and I reviewed the records you sent, and they appear to show Nomai are arriving at the warp receiver on Brittle Hollow slightly before departing from the White Hole Station. As I've already told Raimi, these measurements can't be accurate. How can a Nomai arrive on Brittle Hollow before he or she ever stepped into the teleporter? I don't disagree. It would mean I've inadvertently broken several fundamental theories regarding this universe. We'd have to reconsider all of our beliefs about the nature of time. Yes, I hope so too. Poke, as Pi is confident the reading is inaccurate, she's kindly helping me attempt to recreate this phenomenon at the High Energy Lab. We're designing an experiment to take more data. Poke, the High Energy Lab is in the canyon on Ember Twin's equators. Come here at once. You need to see this. I understand it's exceedingly odd, but Clary and I have tested and retested the equipment, and the result is the same every time someone warps. The The interval is incredibly minuscule, roughly 1/100,000th of a second. Do you suppose our instruments can't accurately measure time to such a small scale? Okay. So... Okay, yeah. Oh. Sploosh. Okay. We can do something. I don't know what yet, but we can do it. Okay. Come on. Yes. All right. Nailed it. Entrance to the Tower of Quantum Knowledge is below. Southern Observatory. Oh, you know what I probably can do? Now that I think about it? Is launch a scout up there. Okay. I don't think that taught me anything, but I definitely did it. Hi. Handsome fella. Okay. So, since I'm running out of oxygen, I'm gonna go back to my ship. There might even be a medkit there, because I'm low on blood. Okay. Come on. Dang it. I almost got out in time. Presumably these are the other parts of... Brittle Hollow. That's Dark Bramble. Well, one thing I can explore this way, theoretically, is this. Okay. Welcome, Solanum. Your arrival here means you've completed your preparations on Giant's Deep and are ready to depart for the Quantum Moon. On your pilgrimage, the Quantum Moon will carry you, just as it carried me and many in our clan before me, to the moon's sixth and most secret location. You'll be aided in your pilgrimage by the shrine our clan built on the Quantum Moon, but remember this final rule. To explore the sixth location, the shrine must be on the moon's north pole. Be curious on your journey. Okay. So, there's a scroll somewhere. There's one. Okay, come on. Get in there. My ship does have fuel and meds. If you're here to make your first pilgrimage to the Quantum Moon, you are almost prepared to set out on this deeply significant journey. Before you do, pause and remember your history. We make this journey not only for ourselves, but also to honor the members of our clan who came before us. To those who, after the crash that brought them to the star system, became stranded on Brittle Hollow and on Ember Twin, with no communication between these two groups of survivors. These Nomai looked upward from two different planets and saw the same wandering moon visiting their skies. It was this moon, the Quantum Moon, that kept their curiosity alive during this long period of hardship. After the two divided groups were able to reunite, it became our clan's united goal to find and visit the Quantum Moon. This took time, and many Nomai who dreamed of seeing the Quantum Moon died before we discovered how to make the journey. When you reach the Quantum Moon, recall these Nomai and their curiosity onward with you. Okay. I don't feel like I've accomplished much in the way of quantum knowledge, but here we are. Okay. I don't have the projection stone anymore. There are no more bright purple things, at least. Okay. On my ship. Healing and refueling. This music means the sun's about to explode, right? Hey, I asked the question before you answered it. I'm so smart. All right. We'll hold and watch the sun go dark. While we do that, we'll enjoy some seltzer ASMR. Here's to you, son. You existed. Until you didn't. Alright. Okay, so what have I learned? There's another thing on Ember Twin. I can fly my ship through the black hole. Okay. Now let's take a look at the ship's log, I suppose. Okay. What do we got? Alright, so there's a southern observatory. Larger, more sophisticated eye signal locator on Brittle Hollow's south pole. Okay. So I guess I never actually went and looked at that. I got obsessed with the other thing. Whitehall Station exists. No, I noticed something strange. The negative time interval measured was further investigated at the high energy lab in the canyon on Ember Twin's equator. Okay. There's more to explore here. Okay, I figured. Gabber went back to Giant's Deep. That's fine. There's more to learn at Ryback's camp. Makes sense. The Nomai decided to build a larger, more sophisticated eye signal. Yeah, these kind of time loop games always reset after a certain amount of time. That I'm used to. Okay. Alright, I should be far enough away, yeah. Okay, let's go back to Brittle Hollow, but this time we're going to the South Pole. Okay, there's something I haven't done there. Let's land here. Oh, come on. There we go. Alright, so this is the North Pole. But I haven't done this yet. Has anyone observed the phantom moon that sometimes greets us in the night sky? Your thoughts interest me. I'm interested in your playful moon. Is it much like its violent friend, Hollow's lantern? This moon isn't volcanic, to my unaided eyes. Sometimes it leaves its friend Hollow's lantern for nights at a time. The nights the moon circles this planet appear random. It seems to travel as it likes. Imagine if there were 2 volcanic moons. Hypothesis. There can exist too much lava. I strongly prefer we test the null hypothesis. Then I imagine there'd be none of us left. I compliment your eyes. How do you imagine it disappears? Hypothesis. Could it be a shift in the light spectrum? Suppose this moon is too shy to show us its face. Okay, cool. Ah! Alright, I want to switch poles now. My ship's fine. Okay. Observatory time. Sure, there's a natural way in. I'm going this way to start, though. Aw, there's no way to go in there? Lame. Okay. I'm here! I did it! I put the ship down safely! In that ship that went down, and I didn't sustain any bodily harm. A few minor repairs, and it's like the ship never even hit those rocks. One of my better attempts. Feldspar would barely have laughed at me, I bet. That's good news. The bad news, I, haven't found a way inside this structure yet. The door is broken, and I know I'm not great at exploring, but I think I would have found a different entrance by now if there were one. Probably. I can't get inside from here, but I know there are paths down below the surface. I'm gonna head north to the ruins on the equator and try to find a way down. Okay. Time to head north to the ruins on the equator. This is not my ship. Hey, Premod, welcome. How's it going? This is not my beautiful ship. Okay, that is new and different. I don't recall this. What's the closest I can land? Maybe here? I could use my landing cam. Where's the fun in that? Okay. Hello. Is everyone unharmed? No one was badly injured from the escape pod's impact. We're incredibly fortunate. This is good news, at least. Have we heard from Escape Pod 2 or Escape Pod 3? No, I'm unable to make contact. My equipment can hear the other 2 escape pods' distress signals, however. If it's any comfort, both pods must be structurally intact. I'll continue calling for them. My gratitude. If we can... You're sick right now, so you're resting a bit. You just joined, so no idea what's going on. Good news! I've been here the whole time, and I have no idea what's going on. Thatch, the moon is approaching again. Everyone brace yourselves. Swiftly, the volcanic moon has returned. Be cautious of falling ash and debris. I believe the moon has passed. This planet doesn't appear eager to have guests. We're certainly unwelcome on its surface. We need to find shelter, and quickly. The volcanic moon won't be gone for long. I observed several promising sites below the surface, but we'll need to construct a way for everyone to climb down safely. Perhaps we could build platforms? So, this is like a translator. Not translator, transmitter. So, cool. Whee! Enchilada. Launching Escape Pod 3. Launching Escape Pod 2. Now launching Escape Pod 1. Vessel has been mortally injured. Emergency sequence activated. Awaiting departure from vessel. Collision imminent. Preparing for impact. Scanning external environment. Scan complete. Minor structural instabilities detected. Pockets of breathable air detected. Adequate solar energy detected. Verdict: hospitable. Emergency escape hatch. Thump. Alright. It would be a big ship, you're right. Okay. Use caution, a black hole sleeps below. You must not slip. Okay. We've slipped several times, yes. Of note, be sure not to wander far from here. Though this area is somewhat unstable, it's safer than any we've found so far. The temporary settlement is finished, but remember to be cautious of falling rocks and dust created by meteor impacts. Meteor impacts? Never heard of them. Okay, that's not a thing. This knowledge is too dear to lose. Here is everything we can recall about the signal we encountered while aboard the vessel. The signal was older than the universe itself. This is the most significant detail. No Nomai clan has ever encountered anything like it. How can anything in this universe be older than the universe itself? Imagine what rare and profound knowledge it must offer. We must find this eye of the universe. The signal looked like an eye, round, with a circle at the center like a pupil. Suppose the signal was looking for something? Okay. Doop-doo. Doo-doo-doo. I saw purple. Is the hardest part of this tragedy not knowing who we may have lost? Or will the hardest part come later, when we learn? Be well, Aunt Melloray. Okay. Delicious tree. Whew! I can't understand why did the vessel crash? We warped to follow that curious signal from the eye of the universe. Where we arrived was wrong. It wasn't where we tried to go. Was the vessel unwell? No, Anona and I checked before the warp, and the warp core and navigation systems were both well. Suppose it wasn't a problem with the vessel, but with our destination. I'm afraid for our friends in Escape Pod 3. We can hear the other escape pod's distress signals, which gives me hope. Foley, are you still here? I'm unsure how to survive in this place without you. I'm unsure how to be me without you. Oh. Okay. This way is a different spot. Oh no. Well, that's awkward. How much can I do here? Okay. Hey, Ryback. Hanging City. Yes, I've heard all of this. Where should I explore here? Where shouldn't you explore here? Not the black hole, actually. That's very no. The Hanging City is just to the north. You can kind of see it from here. There's also a big dome on the South Pole called the Southern Observatory. You can't get inside from the surface, but if it's like the rest of the Nomai structures here, there's probably a path to it beneath the crust. Good luck exploring. Okay, see you later. Marshmallow. Delicious. So feel like I could make it. Okay. Boop. Okay. Well, you know. I hit a little too hard there. I'm learning things. Okay. Back to Brittle Hollow. Try and get into the Southern Observatory. That's still my goal. Let's see here. The vessel. Okay. I've got a HUD marker for it now. Good enough. I missed the third painting in my ship log. I'm not sure I understand the sentence. Okay. Cool. So I read this, I remember that. Did I come over here? Given concerns about our settlement's stability, where should we construct a new, less temporary shelter? We need to stay close to the escape pods so Felix can monitor incoming messages. We can't be rescued if we can't respond. I don't believe anyone is coming to save us, Thatch. Now we must save ourselves. I agree. We're here because the Eye's signal called to us and we followed. If we're to find it, we need not merely survive, but thrive. This is a wise point, Plume, and eloquently made. If moving to the northern glacier will keep us safer, then that is what we shall do. What if we use gravity crystals to craft a stable path? Building beneath the crust again would shelter us from the volcano moon's eruptions. Okay. So, I went in there. Don't think I went this way. Indeed I do. There's information there. How would one go about retrieving it? Aha. Look out below. Okay. So this way, I suppose. Ah. Okay, I looked at two of them, but not this one. I understand now. Okay. I would like to get to the observatory. Alright, let's see here. So, the Southern Observatory obviously is going to be on the other side of this. Don't really know how to cause myself to go the correct direction. Like, that's clearly the Southern Observatory, I think. Well, now I can't be sure. That feels like it should be the Southern Observatory, but maybe it's not. The Hanging City is on the equator. Yes, yes. Well, that means there's, unless I see a path that goes south, that's not going to get me anywhere, but the thing said to use the caverns near the equator to get here, or to look for another entrance. So what can I do with that information? Like, what I want to do is once again yeet myself off to the south. Like this. I've done it. I've done this thing. I know things now. Yep, red means north, blue means south. I got that one. The Nomai probably came here from somewhere outside the solar system, and they must have been in trouble when they launched their escape pod. But what kind of trouble? And where did the escape pod launch from? It's an amazing discovery. I learned something else. I saw the old settlement. Hard to believe the settlement is still standing, but there it is. Really makes you appreciate living somewhere like Timberhearth, you know? Somewhere that isn't being constantly bombarded with meteors and rocks and stuff. I found Nomai writing about a quantum pilgrimage. Nobody mentioned the quantum moon in a lot of their writings, so it was clearly special to them, and special enough to make a trip there by themselves. Sounds like a coming-of-age ritual. Maybe a Nomai once journeyed to the quantum moon, they were considered an adult? Go. See you later. So I accidentally yeeted myself too far. Is there not a... There's not a way to change that, apparently. Okay. So, this is all still the equator. I want to get a feel for where I'm... Okay, so it is this. This is the thing I want. I just need to not die doing it. That's fine. Now, there's not really a way to... I can't just restart the loop manually, can I? I'd have to use, like... Kind of have to die if I want to do that. Okay, yeah. That's what I meant by I'd have to die to do it. And... crunch. There we go. Needs to be learned in-game before it works. Fair enough. Okay, so... I know where under Brittle Hollow I want to end up. It's a matter of getting there now. Alright, anything new in the ship's log that I care about? Plunging face first into the sun is a safe bet. Fair enough. Okay, so let's go ahead and remove the HUD marker for that. Okay. Southern Observatory. There's a door to the observatory on the surface, but it's broken. Okay. Oh, neat. I like this mode way better. Gnome, I noticed a strange rock that appeared to wander when no one was watching. Okay. The Hanging City. Okay, so the Hanging City is still in orange, so presumably I have... The text on it is still in orange, so presumably I have something else to explore. Okay. Now wait a second. This is also on the equator. And appears to be a hole down. What are you? Okay. Aha. Deep Brittle Hollow projection stone. Okay. So this lets me get a tease of what's in here. That's fun. Does the location I start this from matter? I'm at the shuttle. I'm ready to make my first pilgrimage to the Quantum Moon. You're almost ready, but there's still one more rule you need to learn. Come see me at the Tower of Quantum Knowledge. The tower's on the opposite side of Brittle Hollow. If you follow the path west to the crossroads, you can reach the tower from there. My gratitude for the directions, Bells. I'll see you soon. Okay, so that's an up. That's an up-evader, and I don't want an up-evader. I want a down-evader. Okay, good. The crossroads. Okay, good. We're making our way to the crossroads. But first, can I... Ooh, almost did the buttons in the wrong order there. Okay, here's the thing. I can totally make this jump. Call the shuttle home. Activate gravity cannon. Fire! Oh. I can use it to bonk things at high speed. I like bonking things. But first, I want to see what's in that shuttle. The Southern Okay. I am here. After watching it wander the skies for so long, I'm about to stand for the first time on the quantum moon. Oh. Goodbye. I'm back. Okay, I've learned things about that ship specifically. Yeet. I hope I chose correctly. Yeah, they're very similar to the Portal 2 gravity beam things. This feels southern. Ba-da-ding ding 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 ding. Now, if I were an observatory, okay. I thought these crystals looked like that. Okay, good. Purple crystals. So, I can't help but notice that the purple crystals stop in a second. Okay, I can make that jump. I can't zoom in anymore. How does... Oh, yes. I was following the minimap. I thought you thought something else. Okay. Ghost matter? What? What the hell is ghost matter? It hurts. Whatever it is. Okay. Wait, this is the wrong way. I'm going less south. But I don't want to do the ghost matter again. If I touch the ghost matter again, I'm gonna die. Oh. Ah. Okay. So I can go to that tree. All right. My man. Okay, so I want to get up to that elevator that I didn't see before. Okay. Whew. Made it. There is a dog. Where is she? Rizzo, you in here? Rizzo? Hey, puppy. Yes, hello. Hello. Good job. Yes, give me a kiss. Give me a kiss. Hey, give me a kiss. What? Denied. Rizzo, come here. Come here, give me a kiss. Rizzo, come. Up. Give me a kiss. Thank you. That's what I wanted. You're a good dog. Good dog. Very good dog. Good Rizzo. Yes. Oh. That's Rizzo. She's a dog. Kasava's construction yard has been using the cyclones on Giant's Deep to lift the orbital probe cannon parts into orbit, but one component was pushed down past the current that usually prevents anything from sinking. Spire and I are crafting a model to determine why this happened. An update, it's now clear there are two different types of cyclone. Most cyclones on Giant's Deep rotate clockwise. These are the cyclones Kasava typically uses to send components into orbit. There also exists a rarer type that spins the opposite direction and pushes objects beneath the waters and below the current. Kanoi is showing me your handiwork. I'm intrigued by this secondary type of cyclone, but was it really necessary to build a model to tell me that? The model will be useful as we continue monitoring Giant's Deep. Also, I very much wanted to make a model. Clockwise, good. Counterclockwise, down. That's a thing I know. A thing I now know. What have we learned thus far in our search for the Eye of the Universe? Those of us on the vessel originally followed the Eye's signal to this star system, but we were unable to warp to the Eye itself. Based on our knowledge of the quantum moon, we believe the Eye is in orbit around this star system's sun. This would mean the Eye is located within a finite, albeit enormous, range. The locator we built on the Attlerock and the new, more sensitive locator we built here were both unable to detect any trace of the Eye's signal. Hypothesis: the Eye has stopped emitting its signal. Suppose the Eye doesn't wish to be found. How can you suggest that? The Eye's signal called out to summon us to this star system. I'm aware. I grew up hearing the Eye's story. Yet we're no closer to finding it than you were when you first arrived here. Ah. Unable to determine orbit, no signal detected matching known criteria for the Eye of the Universe. Okay. How should our methods change as we continue to search? As we couldn't find the Eye's signal using two different devices built for this exact purpose, we should discontinue this search method. We know what the Eye looks like, thanks to the quantum moon, so what if we try to find the Eye visually instead? Let's send out a probe! We need to build a probe launching mechanism to cover those long distances quickly. A cannon in orbit around a celestial body would circumvent the need to escape gravity's pull. Giant's Deep would be a good choice. It's furthest from the sun, so it would provide the best angles for launch, and it's moonless, except when the quantum moon is visiting. Let's build the cannon in orbit around Giant's Deep! Mallow's idea is clever, but we've no idea where the Eye is in relation to here. The probability of launching a probe in the correct direction would be absurdly small. Have you spoken with Raimi and Pi about the technology they're developing? Okay. So, Giant's Deep is, I suppose, next. I've yet to figure out the quantum moon. Do these have mass? No. Okay. This door probably doesn't stay open on subsequent runs, does it? That would be too easy. Cannoli, Daz, and I were lifting orbital probe cannon components into orbit for assembly, and one somehow sank. Try not to recreate but we're very curious what could happen. How could something pass through the current? Feels how an object might sink. I'm unable to grasp the answer by looking through the projection pool. If I visit the observatory, would you kindly explain? If you don't mind the trek beneath the surface to the South Pole, I'd be delighted to see you. There are two trailheads, one at Brittle Hollow's gravity cannon and one at the Tower of Quantum Knowledge. Fair enough. We thought it was impossible for any cannon components to sink even partially below the current, but ours sank straight to the core. Right, let's see. Let me read. Okay. Well, I don't have a super fast way back to my ship. Because it's at the gravity cannon. I can't just take this ship. That'd be too easy. Ah! know how much time I have left. Okay. Cool. Okay. I kind of want to go back to the gravity cannon. Good to know. Good to know. Okay. Okay, nothing else to read in here. I want to try to hit Hollow's lantern with it. So, directly above would be kind of here. I can do this. I can for sure do this. All right. I did it. I'm so smart. Okay, so Giant's Deep is next, I suppose. Orbital probe cannon? Yep. Quantum moon. Energy lab. Spaceship called the Vessel. The vessel crashed somewhere in Dark Bramble. One of them never made it out. And one landed on the Hourglass Twins. Okay. So I could go to the Hourglass Twins. And I have a feeling that when I decide to go there, the timing will matter a lot. But I'm going right now to Giant's Deep. The outermost planet in the solar system. Okay. I would prefer to be on the sunward side of this, if I'm being honest. Hello? You're like a whole thing. Okay. What do we got here? Woo! Gravity's really something on this planet. Statue workshop. Good to know. Okay. Cool, 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 cool. You're dead. All right. What's this? Okay. It's not that useful to me, is what it is. Okay. They're gonna test the memory statues tonight. Flock says it could be dangerous, so we can't come. But what if we don't use the door and snuck in the other way? Does anyone want to? Flock specifically told us not to do that. I really want to see the test too, Lammy, but that's a huge risk. We probably shouldn't. Maybe Fox will let us see a test later. Yes, Dr. Phlox from Starship Enterprise. Because I've got faith of the heart. Oh. So, if I were an alternate way in... Sorry, my ear itches all of a sudden. Where would I be? Okay. That does appear to be water. You've got that right. There's supposed to be another door or something. A door-like situation is supposed to exist. Hello, something. Welcome. How are you? Charkid, welcome, welcome. This all seems like a different spot, at least. Maybe I'll learn something over here. Not from that, I won't. Maybe... I can do this. Got it. Welcome to Giant's Deep. I'm excited for you to meet the statues. If I'm not in my dwelling, I'm likely in my workshop down below, inside the island. There may have been a door. Doesn't matter. I'm here now. What are you? Show me your secrets. Okay, so that means that I can... Okay, so I guess what I'm learning a little bit is that I can get here from the Whitehole station, maybe? If I wait until this is the area that's aligned. That's a theory. Yeah, next time I'm at my ship, I would be happy to show you my ship's log. Okay, we're going up. That did something. And we're going down. Ow. My knees. Okay, so yeah, those are safety beams. Cool, cool. My ship's log doesn't have a ton going on, because I'm still pretty early in the game. That still just goes back to the teleporter. Man, I really feel like I'm missing something. Okay, I think I need to take my ship underwater. That's my theory. I need to find a counterclockwise cyclone and take my ship underwater. Oh, okay. I'm fine. It's fine. Alright. So, this is my ship's log. I've got some stuff from Brittle Hollow. I've got some stuff about the Quantum Moon. I've got some stuff about the vessel. And I am now getting some stuff about Giant's Deep. And I need to figure out... There we go. Alright. So, let's see here. You're the down one. Okay. So I'm gonna assume I need to avoid the electric jellyfish and the electric thing that wants to get me. So where's the statue workshop or whatever? This appears to be an island. That's something. That's a start. My probe shoots in infrared, apparently. Is this the island I was on? No, it's a different island. Okay, well that explains some of it. Okay. So... Oh! A camper. I can go talk to a guy, get some info. Hello. First solo launch is a doozy, isn't it? Don't freak out or anything, but lately I keep, like, dying repeatedly. See you something. Welcome for showing up. I hope you enjoyed the brief time you had here. I don't know, it's pretty weird. What about you? Have you died lately, or is it just me? Time has been behaving unusual lately. Yeah, time loop makes sense. You're taking it pretty well. Right back at you. I like new experiences, and I've never been in a time loop before. I mean, I don't think I've been in a time loop before this one. Looks like you and I are the only ones that can tell time's gone all weird. I tried radioing at Hornfels and asking if they died too, but they thought I was being metaphorical. Even if I tell Hornfels about the time loop, they never remember by the next one. They don't realize anything's different. Here's another weird one for you. Every time I die, all of my memories from that loop replay back to me. I'm pretty sure it's related to this big stone Nomai statue I found on one of the other islands. I was looking at it, the statue opened its eyes and started glowing, and it replayed my memories like it had seen them through my own eyes, just like what happens each time I die. That happened to me with the statue at the museum. You too, huh? Then the Nomai statues must have something to do with why we're the only ones aware of the time loop. No glowing statue, no time loop awareness. I think that's going to be my leading theory, but if you find anything new about the statues or the time loop, let me know, okay? I'll be here. Anyway, that's what's new with me, but hey, this is your first solo voyage, kinda. Let's talk about you, you know? I found something. No, I didn't. You ever watched a cyclone for so long it started to hypnotize you? What's up with this planet? I know, right? Oh, you mean like tell you more about it? I gotcha. Well, Giant's Deep is massive and mostly water, no surprises there. There's a strong current of waves beneath the surface that prevents anything from sinking below it. Seriously, I tried everything I could think of to get past that current, and neither idea worked. As for land masses, I counted 4 islands, including this one. There's also the one with the Nomai statue I saw on the beach. You've seen the cyclones, yeah? They'll toss everything in their path, the islands included. Little tip, if you get picked up, try to land in the water. Less likely to kill you. Where's your ship? That's a good question. It's definitely on this planet somewhere. I mean, unless the cyclone came by and tossed it into space, I guess. That'd be pretty nuts. Hope it's not lonely. Where should I explore? At the start of every time loop, I keep seeing a bright flash in the sky. Something must be happening. Okay. Time to be in space. Okay, I got crushed to death. So that's fun. Alright. I'm gonna check out the bright flash in the sky really quick. Yeah, that one. I'm going to check out the bright flash in the sky on the next loop. I missed a step. It's fine. Okay. It's moments like this that make me miss Kerbal. I would love to plot an intercept course. So it doesn't seem to want to let me. It is literally fighting me. Oh, I needed to abort my autopilot, I guess. Okay. It's gone. And I don't think I'm going to be able to pick it back up. Okay, so I need to do that again, but better. And not let the autopilot take me, I guess, is my ultimate situation. What's the closest object to me? I don't know. Sun is 69 kilometers away. Nice. Okay. Continue accelerating. This is our path now to the sun. I need to not let the autopilot take me. No, the autopilot grabbed me and I lost it. So I'm yeeting myself into the sun to try a third time. Slam. Okay. Well, the good news is I can actually just disengage the autopilot once I notice it's kicked in. I just didn't see that the first time. Hello.
Triple A's?
Yeah, I keep those in here.
Ooh.
Can's closed.
Oh, fucking Christ.
I would not set an open can on my work laptop. How many you need?
2.
Here you go. Here's all 6 A's. Okay. Let's try this again, but better. And when the autopilot kicks in, I need to just turn it off. Immediately. Okay. Going too fast. Nyom. Eh. Go back. Presumably, I can't lock onto this object. Okay. I'm gaining on it, but not super fast. Okay. Now I can lock onto it. I decided to see what this was all about, and I died to an island getting crushed on Giant's Deep. Yeah, this is presumably the probe they're shooting out from Giant's Deep to try and find the eye. Okay, and now that I'm... Let's see here. 100 kilometers away from the sun. Let's die the old-fashioned way you would do it in space. Well, yeah, it's an unmanned probe. Why would there be anything inside? Oh, Ninja Bray, you did miss me running up the elevator to get in my ship to try and chase that thing, and tripping, falling off, and dying, and getting the achievement for dying within 60 seconds. So that's fun. Okay. We're gonna go to Giant's Deep on purpose now. Okay. So this is clearly the orbital launch station. Obviously, it blows itself up when it launches the probe, but... here we are. It's an airlock, I understand now. Ship log updated. Control module. Launch module. And probe tracking module. Hey, this one is broken. In fact, they all look a little broken. This one kind of exists. Hello. Got there. Pick up launch module projection stone. Okay. I guess this is what it looks like over in the launch module. I have bad news, Avens. Yarrow says there was a problem with the proposed power source, so the orbital probe cannon won't be asked to fire. I hope you're pulling my locomotive limb here, Cassava. I wish I were, my friend, but no, they aren't certain they can fix the problem, so the orbital probe cannon is on indefinite hiatus. Tell Privet and Mallow they should return from the cannon. My spouse and I will remain at the construction yard for now. Mallow and I will join you and Daz. Privet left to visit her brother. She fears Idea may feel responsible. Mallow, my better 50%. Cassava is sending the last of the cannon components. Soon, we'll know the eye's precise location. Cassava tells me he and the construction yard crew have determined a power setting we are not under any circumstances to go above. I see, and am I right to think that consequently we will be ignoring that setting? Given the orbital probe cannon, all the power it can structurally withstand creates the greatest chance of finding the eye in the universe. Yes, and the probe must travel as fast as it can. As far as it can. I'll make some adjustments. I can posit with nearly 100% certainty our friends have accounted for our natures, so I suggest we do. The thought of concluding our eldest curious and challenging increases my blah blah blah. Oh. Okay. So that's how that works. Yeah, that's not going well. That's what it should look like. Here's kind of what we got going on right now. Damage report. Severe structural stress detected. Accessing damage to modules. Intact. Control module. Intact. No structural damage. Viewport window fractured. Module exposed to vacuum of space. Probe tracking module. Missing. Seems bad, I'll be honest. Come here. Alright, give me information. Nope, okay, it'll only give me information on one of them. Never mind, it just took time. I don't have time. Orbital probe cannon launch request received. Probe launch successful. Probe tracking module is receiving data from probe. Orbital probe cannon structure compromised during launch. Damage to multiple modules detected. Yep. Okay, so what is that a model of? Six minutes, 3 seconds ago, request to launch probe received from Ash Twin Project. Okay. Cannon aligned with randomly selected probe trajectory, gravity field activated. Alright, so let's see where the probe monitoring module went. Roughly. So that shot off. Okay, that's the missing one, and as far as I can tell, it fell into the planet. Oh. At least that's what I got out of that. So it's underwater somewhere. Yes, now to find it indeed. But first, to my ship. Okay. So yeah, I kind of have to assume that it went into the gravity well here. Oh, a little too aggressive. Under the sea. Okay. Those are all clockwise. Still clockwise. Oh. There. You'll get me under. Won't you? There we go. All right. So that looks like something I shouldn't try to pass through because it's all shocky. But it also feels like my only option. I don't love it. I don't love that. In fact, I hate that for me. What is that little light? Well, Nope. No, the game is putting a lot of work into telling me not to do that. So until I get express instructions to do it, I'm looking for other options. So... Okay, I think this is the same island I was at before. That's kind of a brambly island. I don't see a way to get there. I did find the Big Lebowski style guy who knows that he's in a time loop just like I do. I located him. Roughly there-ish. Playing his oboe. And the thing is, I know there's a way up into the central chamber of the Statue Island, or of the Statue Workshop Island, and I know that there is a... Hello. That appears man-made. Okay. Hello. Artificial. It appears artificial. Let me out. I would like to get off Mr. Toad's Wild Ride, please. This is fine. Good enough. Some bad news, Avens. Yarrow says there was a problem with the proposed power source, so it won't be asked to fire. Okay, yeah, I read all of this already. Just in a different spot. Aw, I was hoping the scout would count. Yep, been up here, seen this. Okay, I know about the modules. Let's go over there. What do you got for me? Just gonna hop in here for a second. Okay. Oh, hey, yeah, I could have parked outside on this one. Okay. Ow. Whew! Everything's fine. Woo! Okay, so this is that. Okay, those islands are next to each other right now. That's good. So, down here is what I care about right now. I'm sure my ship is going to explode this time around. Okay. I've reached the statue workshop. Oh, cannot make that jump. Wow. 2x gravity ain't nothing to play with. Look, a statue. Make that jump, though. Alright. Goodbye, ship. I'll miss you. Or you'll be fine again. Would you kindly step back so Daz is close to the statue? When pairing, the statue will choose whoever is in closest proximity. See how its eyes have opened? That tells the statue is paired with Daz. Now, no matter where he is in the star system, Daz's statue will record his memories and send them to the Ash Twin Project. It's 9 p.m. This is extraordinary sculpting work. He's outdone himself again, hasn't he? And now that we have our first successful pairing, we can test my memory storage prototype. Each statue will send a single Nomai's memories to his or her own storage unit within Ash Twin. Each storage unit will be equipped with a mask, the statue's counterpart, which will be able to send those stored memories back to the corresponding Nomai. Okay, so Ash Twin is where I'm going to need to go next to get any information from the corresponding mask. I've installed the masks inside the Ash Twin Project blocks. They look beautiful, although I do feel as though I'm being observed. It's comforting to know the statues will not pair until the project succeeds, otherwise I imagine the experience would be hard to endure. Ideally, they'll only need to activate once the project succeeds. As a safety measure, however, the statues will also activate in the event of equipment failure. Okay, so the thing exploding turned the statues on. They will? Why is that? If anything goes wrong with the Ash Twin Project, the statues and their masks will make us aware of the situation and enable us to fix it. Otherwise, it would be possible for us to remain permanently unaware of the problem. I hadn't thought of that. What a profoundly horrific fate that would be. Alright, so one of these is mine, one of these is what's-his-face's, and a third one? 1, 2, 3. Okay, somebody else. Somebody else knows what's going on. Interesting. Ah, so it's a Nomai. True, there is a Daz paired with a mask. I want to go there, and I feel like my best bet for getting there is to get yeeted into space again. No, I want you in the light. I'm... Can I go to space really quick? No? Okay, since I know I've only got 30 seconds until the sun explodes, we're gonna try and do this a little differently. Come on. Come on. Wedge yourself in there. You got this, ship. Come here. Ah. Dang. Okay, new plan. Maybe I'll get there before the sun explodes. Oh wait, no, I'm not below the currents. Never mind. Away! All right. Well, that was a blast. Okay. I'm actually going to write down things I need to do. Giant's Deep. Statue. Room. Message. So the Giant's Deep statue room message. Ash Twin. Thing. Ash Twin Lab. Probe module on Giant Steep, right. Okay. So those are the 3 things that I need to do next time. That alarm that went off a second ago, that is the signal that I need to call it for the night. So I am gonna head out, but thank you everybody who hung out. Oh, I can also check places I can warp from the white hole. Good call. White hole warps. Let me mark that. Hole warps. All right. So yeah, thank you everybody for hanging out. I hope you had a good one. If you were one of the folks who were watching for the first time over on YouTube, I hope to see you again. I will be streaming again Saturday afternoon-ish is my current plan. Wait, no, Saturday morning. Saturday morning, I will be streaming again Pacific time. So it's 9 p.m. right now where I am. Adjust for your situation. I'll be streaming around 9 a.m. on Saturday. Yeah, you're all awesome. I really appreciate you hanging out, and I'll catch you in the next one. Or as my sign off, I'm trying to make it happen. Thank you all for hanging out. You're all cool. I'll see you when I see you. Bye.